My second point, and this goes to the Yankees, when do we hold the coaching staff accountable to the lack of offense on this team? We keep talking about it. Everything is always, we need the next pitcher, we need the best batter, we need the best player. We could blame Cashman, we could blame Steinbrenner, we could blame them all. At the end of the day, they are giving us tools to put together a championship team on the field. We are placing a championship team on the field, and yet we cannot have our offense click and make it happen. When do we blame the coaching staff?
Okay, Jalen. Okay. They fired a coach already. They fired a coach, Dylan Lawson. Sean Casey came. He did not come back. Now it's James Rowson is going to. I mean, when do we blame the players, Jay? Why is it always the coaches? They have blamed coaches. They fired coaches. Dylan Lawson was fired.
Mike, if you're okay, just give me a second here. I hear you. We can blame the players. Yes, they have a responsibility to get into practice, into training, correct their swing, own the ownership of the success that they are producing. But there's not a single player that's on the Yankees here that doesn't want to succeed. They're here because they want to succeed. So
you don't think coaches want to succeed?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. But that's why I'm saying, when do we figure out that they are just not capable of succeeding?
But Jay, you're ignoring the fact they fired Dylan Lawson. And then they brought Sean Casey, a completely different hitting coach, in, and he didn't come back. And now they have James Rowson. When is it the players' fault? They have blamed the coaches. So I don't know. So you want James Rowson fired after like 27 games?
Or is this a shot at Boone?
This is not a shot at Boone. Please understand. I'm not saying everything is Boone's fault. I'm not the crazy Yankees fan, I promise. I'm not saying everything is Boone's fault. But there are other individuals that are responsible for the offense. Now, you talk about Dylan Lawson. They fired Lawson, and then they made this whole big rant and speech after last season that we need to understand the analytics and how to connect with our players better. So you're giving us the spiel. You're preaching to us that you're going to fix it and change it. I'm not saying fire anyone after 27 games. But at some point, we keep discussing the lack of the success of the players. But if we took this team and we gave it to Dusty Baker in 2023, would he have better success?
So you are, but Jay, you doth protest too much. So you're talking about Boone. Dusty Baker's not a hitting coach. You're talking about Boone. I mean, again, you change coaches. When does it on the players? Is it James Rowson's fault that Gleyber Torres hasn't hit? Is it James Rowson's fault that Aaron Judge has not been Aaron Judge? I mean, it's James Rowson's fault that Anthony Rizzo has not been Anthony Rizzo. I mean, you got to say it's his fault about Austin Wells too.
But I love the caller. I love his attitude. But he just didn't want to own it. He's going after Boone.
That's what it sounded like.
You don't bring up Dusty Baker if you're talking about changing the hitting coach. And Dusty Baker is a Hall of Fame manager. So you don't want to go after Boone because you don't want to be that guy. But you are going after Boone.
You're that guy.
Yeah.
You're that guy. Well, from heated seats to built-in Wi-Fi, Bay Ridge Mazda has caps with the premium features.